Cardinals from 2 years ago and had a walk, 3 strikeouts.
The second baseman.
So looking to bounce back. Freddie Peralta bounced back yesterday. Now Adrian Hauser hopes to. As Colton Wong tries to bunt to get on, he misses it. Takes a strike, and we are underway here in Milwaukee. The Brewers 20-12, they're third in the NL Central. Got their 20th win of the season yesterday in extra innings. A walk-off home run by Jed Jerko, who is 2 for 2 in the game. He had not had a hit since April 6th. And gets his first hit in a very long time. And it's a game winner for the Crew. Take a look at the bottom line there. The Reds have already won today, so the Brewers need to keep pace with a victory here today. That one's fouled back on Colton Wong. Cardinals come in today. They have lost 7 straight games. Brewers hoping to put the 8th one on them. Here's the pitch from Hauser. Line drive to center. Cain is there. And the first batter for the Cardinals is retired. Let's take a look at these St. Louis Cardinals. 23 home runs is almost last in the league. Wong, Edman, Goldschmidt, Paul DeJong, the always dangerous Matt Carpenter is in the 5-hole. Yadier Molina, Tyler O'Neill, Harrison Bader, and the pitcher for today is Daniel Ponce de Leon. A fun name to say. Brings up Tommy Edman. He takes a strike. Edman in this series, this is the second time the Cardinals have come to Miller Park this season. Edman in the first game had 4 hits. He's only had 1 hit since. 2 doubles, batting .294 in the season series. Next pitch from Hauser. Curveball just misses. It's 1-1. Take a look at your umpires. Mike Fillmore, Rusty Valentine, Jerry Hillsdale, and Kenny Jensen, it looked like, was the name there. Pitch from Hauser. Another fly ball to Cain. Makes a few steps over to his right, and he's got it for the second out. So a couple of flyouts to Cain here is how the Cardinals start their day.
The first baseman.
And that brings up Paul Goldschmidt. He's got a 4-game hitting streak. He had the double in yesterday's game and then would score on the Matt Carpenter double. The first 3 hits the Cardinals had in yesterday's game were doubles. The first 2 hits the Brewers had in yesterday's game were solo home runs. It was quite the pitcher's duel. Both Mikolas and Peralta threw very good games, both working into the 7th inning. Neither factored into the decision as the game went into extra innings. Here's good curveball. There's a swing and a miss. And that one's driven to left and deep. Garcia going back at the fence, and that is out of here. Paul Goldschmidt with his 2nd home run of the season. And he gives the Cardinals a 1-0 lead in the first. Take a look at this pitch again. Right down the middle, fastball. After he fooled him with that curveball. Tried to speed it up on him, maybe thinking curveball again, and he was not thinking curveball. He was thinking fastball all the way. So just the 2nd home run of the season for Paul Goldschmidt. It is a solo shot. And that brings up Paul DeJong. He's batting .200. Had a hit in yesterday's game. He's up in the count 2-0. Hauser from the windup. Pours in a strike, gets 2-1. Swing and a miss. Well, first inning runs have been trouble for the Brewers these last few games. If they can get out of this with just giving up 1, that would be a somewhat improvement. There's a ball that misses just the bottom of the frame. And it's a full count pitch to Paul DeJong. And that one's hit hard down the line. Holt's got it. He's going to gather himself, throw across the diamond, and retire the side. But The Cardinals get the solo home run from Paul Goldschmidt. They have one run. The Brewers coming up. So Daniel Ponce de Leon making his 7th start of the season. 0-4, 4.91 ERA, 28 strikeouts to 23 walks. Probably the one thing that is good to see, even though you have an 0-4 record. He's only given up 1 home run this season.
For the Brewers, the center fielder.
Faces off against Lorenzo Cain here to start the Brewers half of the first. Cardinals, like I mentioned, they are on a 7-game losing streak. Were swept by the Padres in San Diego during the week. Lost the first one of this series. 4th in the Central, they are ahead of the Pittsburgh Pirates. Here's the 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Good pitch there by Ponce de Leon. It's quickly 0-2 on Lorenzo Cain. Ponce de Leon pitched against these Brewers in their last series. Took the loss, gave up, and there's a pop-up in the infield. Looks like Goldschmidt's going to call for it. And there's one away. And we're going to take a look at your starting lineup for the Brewers, which are 7th in on-base percentage. Lorenzo Cain, Christian Yelich, Keston Hiura, Garcia, Narvaez, Brock Holt, Ryan Braun looking to start a new hitting streak. Eric Sogard and Adrian Hauser rounds it out for Craig Counsell's crew here on a Saturday evening. Christian Yelich up to bat, leading the team in home runs. And takes the ball. It's 1-0. Yelich with 12 stolen bases on the season. That leads the National League. Only been thrown out once. He was caught stealing in the series against the Nationals. There's another one that misses. It's 2-0. Yelich is doing it with his bat, also having good at-bats, leads the team in walks with 18. Here's the 2-0, and there's one foul. Versus the Cardinals this season, he has not hit very well. He only has 2 hits, does have 3 RBIs, takes a strike, hits 2-2. 6 walks, and that one's fouled. And has a stolen base. Stolen base came in yesterday's game. Here's the pitch from Ponce de Leon. Swing and a miss. So Yelich was behind that one, and there's 2 away here in the first.
Batting third, the second baseman, Keston Hiura.
Brings up Keston Hiura. Swing and a miss on that one. Hiura had struggled to start the season. His first 4 games were a struggle. He actually was mired in an 0 for 15 slump, but then he kind of broke through against these Cardinals and then carried that momentum into that first away series in Philadelphia. And he's done a great job since. Leads the team with 37 hits, and he hits one on the ground to Carpenter. Carpenter will take a few steps and fire it over to get Hiura. So the Brewers go down in order. We've played 1 here at Miller Park. Cardinals lead 1-0.
Leading off for the Cardinals, the third baseman, number 13, Matt Carpenter.
Top of the second is ready to go here, and Matt Carpenter leads it off. Had an RBI double in yesterday's game. That would give the Cardinals a 2-1 lead in the 7th. See the shift being played on Carpenter here. Here's the 1-0 count from Hauser, and that one's fouled into the seats. 1-1. Curveball, couldn't get underneath that one. Or fastball, 2-seamer, probably. 2-1. And that one's hit foul. So 2-2 here on the Cardinals' third baseman. 2-2 pitch. Fouled again. Carpenter, the bright spot in this Cardinals lineup, providing a lot of the offensive production for his team. 327 average, 7 home runs, swing and a miss. So good job of Hauser to win that battle, and there's one away. Take a look at this one again, right on the corner, and Carpenter looked like his bat went right through it, thanks clipping and weird game physics. There's one away. That brings up Yadier Molina. Molina having a good season at the plate. 295, 2 home runs, 16 RBIs. Those RBIs, second to Carpenter, who has 22. Here's the pitch. In the second for Hauser.
Batting 7, the right fielder, Tyler O'Neill.
That brings up Tyler O'Neill. Had a double in yesterday's game. He led off the 6th and broke up Freddie Peralta's perfect game. And that one's fouled. It's 0-2. Peralta went 15 straight batters, retiring them. And then it was Tyler O'Neill who would be the one to break up everything. And actually, it was more of a hustle double than anything. He had a hard shot back up the middle, and he was able to stretch it into the double. So just good hustle all around. Here's the pitch. Misses upstairs, 2-2. Pitch, hit to left, but that's going to hook foul into the seats. So wasn't fooled by that pitch. And it's still 2-2 on O'Neill. And hit hard, but foul. Just couldn't keep it on the right side of the bag. We'll do it again. 2-2 pitch. Couldn't get him to chase that slider. And it's a full count. Harrison Bader on deck, then the pitcher's spot. Should it come to that. 3-2 pitch from Hauser. Misses inside. Didn't look like it missed by much. And Tyler O'Neill is on with the 2-out walk.
Batting 8, the center fielder, Harrison.
So Hauser gets back-to-back strikeouts to start the inning and then allows the 2-out walk. That brings up Harrison Bader, who's been struggling at the plate this year. 135, 1 home run to 4 RBIs. Has struck out 30 times for the Cardinals. This is the team that has struck out the most in the National League this season. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. So good pitch there. Fastball at the knees. Maybe a sinker. I should know what these pitches are. They don't tell you what the pitches are. They just tell you the speed. Sometimes not the most helpful. Sometimes those curveballs look like fastballs, or they end up being fastballs. They look like curveballs, but they're fastballs. Here's the 0-2 to Bader. Swing and a miss. It was in the dirt. Narvaez is going to secure the out with Ryan Braun. And Hauser strikes out the side. So, we head to the bottom of the second. Cardinals still lead by 1.
Leading off for the Brewers,
Avisail Garcia leads off the second. And as we've talked about these last few games, they're showing us the splits of Avisail Garcia. And you can see he's a much better hitter on the road this season. But he has 5 of his 7 home runs have come here at Miller Park. Swing and a miss, quickly 0-2. this year. Both of them are home runs. Swing and a miss. And Garcia's down on strikes, 3 straight pitches. And there's one away.
Batting fifth, the catcher, Omar Narvaez.
Omar Narvaez bats here with one away in the second. This is down low. It's 1-0. Narvaez, one of the league leaders in doubles this season with 12. 4 of those doubles have come against these Cardinals. 1-0 from Ponce de Leon, and that's fouled into the net. 1-1 on the Brewers' backstop. And that one brushes him back. It's 2-1. Narvaez batting .333. That leads the team. Only batter over 300 that qualifies. Up and in, 3-1. Tyrone Taylor also has .333 average, but he's only got 12 at-bats in 5 games. So that's like comparing apples to pineapples right there. Here's the 3-1 to Narvaez. He swings and hits that one foul. Had a good one at the knees. Wasn't able to keep it fair. Full count pitch coming up. And that one misses. And Narvaez is the first base runner of the game for the Brewers.
Batting fifth.
Take a look at where this one was once again. Just catches not enough of the plate. Or it caught the plate, didn't catch the zone as it came down. And Brock Holt now bats with a runner at first and 1 out. Holt with a solo home run in yesterday's game that tied it up in the 7th. That would actually chase Nicholas. First pitch to Holt is in there, and it's 0-1. Holt had seen 2 pitches up to the point of that home run, and that was in the 7th. He was swinging at the first pitch, just like that, 0-2. And he was swinging at the first pitch in that at-bat where he hit the home run as well. 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss, way behind that one. And Holt is down on strikes. Third strikeout for Ponce de
The
Leon.
first baseman, Ryan Braun.
Brings up Ryan Braun here. 2 outs, runner on first. And a swing and a miss. Braun had his hitting streak snapped in yesterday's game. He made way for Jed Jerko, who ended up getting 2 hits and winning the game for the Brewers in the bottom of the 11th. He saw the first pitch and hit it out of here. It was the only pitch that Brevia threw. And Braun swings and he hits that one to left and deep. Goldschmidt going back and he's going to play it off the wall. Narvaez on his way to third. He's going to hold up there. Braun has a 2-out double here in the second. Hanging curveball, and Braun did not miss it. Just missed the home run. Hits it right off the base of the wall. And they're second and third for Eric Sogard. That good contact there. Braun with his 10th double of the season. Brings up Eric Sogard with a chance to drive in a few runs. Sogard has just 3 RBIs on the season. Could get a couple here with a base hit. Give the Brewers a lead here in the second. Here's the 1-0 pitch. This is away, 2-0. So probably working smart here. Adrian Hauser is on deck, who has no hits this season as a pitcher. Probably not going to get anything too good here. 2-0 is hit foul. So Sogard thought he had a good pitch on the inner half of the plate, so decided to be a little aggressive in the 2-0 count, fouls it off. Now it's about being careful that you don't swing at anything outside the zone. And Sogard hits a little sinker into center, and that is down for a base hit. 1 run is in. Braun is coming in. Throw is way off the mark. Doesn't matter. Braun was going to score anyway. And Sogard gives the Brewers a 2-1 lead.
The pitcher,
Look at this one again. Tried to come inside, but it just hangs over the plate. And Sogard drops that one right in front of Harrison Bader. and there's a 2-1 lead. And Hauser is going to hit one to shallow center, but Colton Wong is there, and that does it for the Brewers in the second. But a 2-out double by Braun extends the inning, and then an R2-run single by Eric Sogard. The Brewers have a lead after 2.
Leading off for the Cardinals, the pitcher,
Daniel Ponce de Leon bats to lead off the third. He has 1 RBI on the season. That came against these Brewers about a month ago. Adrian Hauser in there for his 3rd inning of work, and the first pitch is a strike. And swinging him in. It's 0-2. And a swing and a miss. So good job by Hauser taking care of Ponce de Leon in quick order. It's his 4th strikeout of the game. And it brings up Colton Wong, who flew out to Cain his last at-bat. So welcome some more people onto the stream. Welcome on a beautiful Saturday evening as Wong pushes one to the third base coach. Cardinals got on the board in the first with a Paul Goldschmidt solo home run, and then in the bottom of the second, Eric Sogard had a 2-run single to give the Brewers the lead. They're all caught up as Wong hits one into left for a base hit. So a 1-out base runner for the Cardinals here as Wong
now
reaches safely.
Tommy Edman.
Edman is in there, takes a ball. Edman also flew out to Lorenzo Cain, his last at-bat. Bats with the runner on first here, 1 out. And that one's up and in, 2-0. Some good speed from Edman, also from Colton Wong, so double play will be tough unless it's a very hard hit ball to one of the middle infielders. Here's the 2-0 pitch, and there's a lazy fly ball to center. Cain's there, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
That brings up Paul Goldschmidt with 2 outs. Solo home run in the first, just his 2nd of the season. As I mentioned, he has struggled at the plate. He has struck out 40 times this season. First pitch to him is away. It's 1-0. Not a good spot to be when you're striking out that many times. Does have 33 hits, 2 home runs, 5 doubles. He rips that one foul. He also has 7 stolen bases, which is kind of surprising. Not someone that I kind of attribute to stealing a lot of bases. Check of Wong at first. He's in plenty in time. Keeping him close over there. Wong with 8 stolen bases on the season, so he's a threat to run. Slide step, and that one's fouled into the inner thigh of Omar Narvaez. It's 1-2. Well, we were in the situation in the first. Hauser had a favorable count. Goldschmidt was still able to win it with the home run. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss. Fastball on the inside part of the plate, and the side is retired. So a good job by Adrian Hauser. Gets 2 more strikeouts in the inning. He's got 5 on the game. Go to the bottom of the third. Brewers lead by 1. Lorenzo Cain leads us off here in the third. Popped up to
Lorenzo.
Paul Goldschmidt, his last at-bat. He takes the ball. It's 1-0. Cain, this season against the Cardinals, batting .389, had an RBI in yesterday's game. No, he did not. He had an RBI in the third game of the series earlier in the year. Misses, 2-0. But it was against the Cardinals where he really started to get things going, kind of like Keston Hiura. He had back-to-back 3-hit games in that series. and then capped it off with a hit in the finale. That was a really good game, that finale. Pitcher's duel all the way between Jack Flaherty and Brandon Woodruff. Woodruff would come out on top. 3-0 pitch is in there. Woodruff struck out 12 in that game. The game would go to the bullpen, and Avisail Garcia had the 2-run shot. And the Brewers would tack on another one, thanks to Lorenzo Cain. They'd win that one 3-0. The only time they have shut out a team this season. So full count here to Cain. Good job by Ponce de Leon working it back, and Cain fouls it off. We'll do it again with the full count. Three-two pitch. Foul again. Cain up 3-0. Ponce de Leon comes back. Now a couple of foul balls. Let's see what this pitch has in offer. And Cain just fights that one off. Hits it into that new protective netting that's above the dugouts now. Help with some more of the fan safety. 3-2 again. And that one's hit into right. Could be playable for... It's down for a base hit. O'Neill lets it fall in front of him. And Lorenzo Cain is on with a leadoff hit. Boy, it was a pitch that looked like it might hook foul. And maybe O'Neill was thinking that might happen too. He was playing pretty deep. And Cain is on with a single. So that means Christian Yelich is going to bat here with a runner at first. Way inside, it's 1-0. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Fouled off. Got in on the hands with that pitch. All Yelich could do was spoil it. Probably thought it was something that was going to hang over the plate that he could drive, but it had good movement on it. Here's the 1-1. Another one that he tried to get across the plate. And it's way inside. It's 2-1. So Yelich hoping to get something he can drive here. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Way upstairs. It's 3-1. So Ponce de Leon having some trouble here in the third. Sending some hitters to some 3-ball counts. Check of Cain over there. He's back. Lorenzo Cain, no stolen bases on the season. Brewers have 16, 3/4 of them coming from Christian Yelich. Yelich misses that one, but fouls it. It's a full count now. Well, we'll see if maybe Cain might be in motion here. Yelich is susceptible to hitting into some double play balls. Full count pitch. Hits that one to center, but Bader is there. And he's got it for out number 1. Put a good ride on it, just got underneath it. And that's the first out of the inning, as Bader's hair is morphing out of his hat. Brings up Keston Hiura. Grounded out to third his last at-bat. Takes a pitch outside. One out of Hiura, another one outside, 2-0. So trying to get him to chase that outside pitch or try to roll over on one for the double play ball. Here's the 2-0, and he drives that one to right. O'Neill going back and makes the play. There's 2 away. So Hiura thought he had a good one with 2-0, but just an easy fly out. And after the leadoff single, Ponce de Leon in a good position here to maybe get out of this inning. But never ever say never ever. Brewers had a base runner with 1 out, got an out, and then Braun hit a double, and Sogard came in with a 2-run single. So you never know what can happen. And Garcia takes a strike. 0-1 pitch. Way outside, 1-1. Garcia looking to join the 20 RBI club with Keston Hira. He's at 19. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Good hook on that one. It's 1-2. So we have a Corgi who is not thrilled by the at-bat Garcia is putting together here. He's very opinionated. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Garcia's down on strikes for the second time tonight. So the Brewers get a leadoff single and leave a runner stranded. After 3 complete, Brewers lead 2-1. You're watching Brewers Simulated Franchise Mode in MLB The Show. Sorry, Heidi Watney, I'm going to take it from here. Like and subscribe and tell your friends about this channel. I'm going to keep doing this until baseball's back. That has been my word to you. So follow me on Twitter. Follow me on the Power Rankings, tuckercomedy.com/power-rankings. Tucker Comedy on Twitter. And
leading off to the Cardinals,
try to keep
the shortstop,
some sort of live entertainment going. Trying to keep something just in general going. Paul DeYoung steps in, and that one just misses the zone. It's 1-0. Take a look at the shift implemented. Hero playing right behind second base. Holt was on the third baseline when he got DeYoung on the ground out last time. DeYoung chases that one. It's 1-1. 1-1 pitch. Just misses. 2-1. With Paul DeYoung up to bat, he is a former Wisconsin Woodchuck, which is the team that is in the city that I live in, Wausau, Wisconsin. And it was going to be a pretty fun summer for me. I was going to be the PA announcer for the club, so I'm going to get to watch a lot of baseball. So when that gets going, if it does get going up again, then these broadcasts are more than likely to stop. I don't know if I'll maybe try to do something. But once we kind of all get back to a normal cadence, when we start feeling like we're outside and going to games or watching live games, that's when this stream will probably come to an end. I might try to do something with it, do the rest of the games, and just do some regular broadcasting. I don't know yet. I probably won't have the time to broadcast anymore. But yeah, it was going to be fun this summer. We're going to be in the booth, announcing batters, announcing pitchers, doing the promotions and everything. Kind of being a little bit of a carnival barker. And all these things going on. Hauser throws one in there, and it's a swing and a miss, so it's a 1-2 count. There's the 1-2 pitch. Grounded foul. Even some talks of maybe doing like a virtual opening day. That's the Northwoods League, where those games take place. So maybe doing like a virtual opening day and doing something within MLB The Show to kind of help do that. 1-2 misses up. It's 2-2 on Matt Carpenter. Paul DeYoung on first. He led off the inning with a walk. And Carpenter here with a 2-2 count. Very dangerous hitter here. 2-2 pitch. Fouled off, so we'll do it again. If you've never done if you know, in the Midwest here, we have the Northwoods League. It is a collegiate summer wood bat league, so all of the players are guys who swing and a miss. So Carpenter's down on strikes. 6th strikeout for Hauser.
The catcher, number 4.
So it's a lot of young guys who are still playing in college. They're not professional, they're not semi-pro, nothing like that. They come from all over the country. There's some guys who play locally for the high school in the early seasons as they're filling up rosters. And it's a really good way for these young guys to kind of get the minor league experience. They play 72 games in 75 days. It is a crazy schedule. They're taking buses. Molina hits one to right. Playable for Yelich, and there's 2 away. And you really get a sense, and all the kids also stay with host families, so they, when they're at home or home games, they have a family to stay with. My mom, my stepdad, they are host families. They've had players from Texas A&M. They had a player from Alabama last year. But it's just a really cool way to meet these players, get to know them when they're at the college level, playing at a very high level in college, and even getting to know them as they have reached the majors as well. A lot of the guys that have played with the Wisconsin Woodchucks that have stayed with my family, they have gone on to be in professional baseball. A couple are on the brink of making the show. Here's the 1-1 to O'Neill. Grounds that one to Hira. He's got it on the hop. And a strong throw to Braun has him. And that does it for the Cardinals in the 4th. So Hauser gives up the leadoff walk, but retires the next 3 in order. We head to the bottom of the 4th. Brewers 2, Cardinals 1. But yeah, it's very minor league baseball feel as well. Doing the promotions, getting the local sponsorship, and they try to make it feel like the minors as much as possible, even down to the traveling arrangements too. On the road, you're staying with a host family, you're feeling what the grind of a minor league schedule is, and it's a very good stepping stone for these guys who might have been drafted out of high school, might have considered going into the minors right away, but went to college instead, get a little bit more experience, get a few more at-bats, maybe improve their stock with the draft. Narvaez leads it off, takes the ball. And playing in the Northwoods League, you kind of get that sense, and it's with a lot of things, even with me doing stand-up comedy, you kind of, if you understand what the grind is and you do it for a summer, you really learn fast if that is what's going to be your thing. Narvaez hits a fly ball to center. Bader is there. And there's one away.
Now batting, third base.
If you were in a situation where you're on the road a lot and and when you're a guy that gets drafted, you're going to have that experience for a few years. So if you know what that's like your first year playing in the Northwoods League and you can handle that, you can probably handle the grind of the minors. And like I said, I've been in situations doing comedy. Holt sends one to right. O'Neill's there, and he's got it, 2 away. Where I'd go on a trip, I'm traveling the road, and you're not making a ton of money or anything, and you kind of wonder, is this what I really want to be doing? As you get older, you're still doing the grind, and that's kind of what I learned, was as Braun smokes one up the middle, a base hit. So Braun takes the first pitch he sees, and Cigar takes a strike. So yeah, it's a very cool, if you are from the Midwest, if you have a Northwoods League team around you, I would highly recommend going to a game. You can see some of the future stars of the MLB. Paul DeYoung is a former Wisconsin Woodchuck. J.D. Davis is a former Wisconsin Woodchuck. Pat Neshek, former Woodchuck. Ben Zobrist was a Woodchuck. Max Scherzer was in the Northwoods League. I believe he was with the either the Lacrosse Loggers or the Thunder Bay Border Cats. Sogard rolls one over to DeYoung, the former Woodchuck. Flips it to Fan, or to Quilton Long. I was watching that other game, got me all screwed up. anyway, that will do it for the Crew. They get a runner, they get a base hit, strand them. Played 4. It's 2-1.
Leading off for the Cardinals, the center fielder, Harrison Bader.
Harrison Bader leads us off in the 5th. Takes a strike. It's going to be Bader and then the pitcher spot in the top of the order for the Cardinals. One swung on in this. Talking about the Northwoods League. A lot of former players. Look at that. Called strike 3. And Bader's down on strikes 4 the second time tonight.
Now
Good inside pitch. Fastball right on the edge of the zone. And there's 2 away. No. I did not see that. Okay. We're going to pause. I got to see what happened. How long did that happen? Oh, boy. I'm very sorry. I did not realize that the broadcast went down. I'm going to see if... Yep, we are at an internet connection. So here's what we're going to do. I am going to end this broadcast. I will basically restart it. Maybe I can even see if something happens here. One moment, please. See if that resets it. We're back on the air. And I don't know if that did anything. Oops. Yep, I know. It's very frustrating when your internet doesn't work. You're just telling stories and nothing's happening. All right, so we have a bad connection. You cannot see anything. You can probably hear me. So what we're going to do is we're going to stop this broadcast. I will reset it, and we'll see what happens. If, for some reason, this does not go live, if we're having connection issues or anything, I will record the rest of it. You will see it posted later tonight. Sorry for any technical difficulties. And, yeah, she's barking, but there's no connection or anything right now, so it's not a big deal. So,
it's because you're early today.
Yeah, so here we go. We'll be back in just a moment.
Hey, come hang out with me. Come on, you can come hang out with me. Come on, you want to go for a walk? Dog park? Let's go.
Try it one more time. Doesn't look like it's working. All right.